this is how we always kind of remember the French. Not all that interesting, quite a bit quirky, sometimes works, and there's usually an accompaniment of white somewhere. However, for all the weirdness and faults of the French, in the mid-1970s, specifically 1973, they dominated the World Rally Championship, and they were, in fact, the first World Rally champions. They were pretty potent, those Toundra guys. However, as soon as they succeeded, a new challenger arrived on the scene, and while the rear-engine Toundra was very good, the mid-engined Italians were simply better. This thing here, the Lampadati, it's just an absolute legend. It decimated the World Rally Championship for 3 years, and the French never came back, at least Toundra. But now, they have come back. Kind of. This mid-engined, rear-wheel drive sports car is the Panther, or Panthere, however you pronounce it, because it has an E at the end for some stupid reason which I don't understand. The French are so weird. But this thing, I'm not going to beat around the bush, is brilliant. It's not very quick, I'm going to be honest, sort of a mid-range sports car. However, it doesn't have any suspension quirks, the gearbox is normal, it's just a sensible little sports car, and I think it looks absolutely brilliant. Yeah, the headlights, the weird four headlights are very quirky, it is French after all, but in this current sea of sports cars that all kind of look the same, this is a welcome breath of fresh air. You definitely cannot say it is similar to any other sports car. It is its own design, absolutely, and actually, it is a bit too tail-happy. You can see I'm chucking it about nice and easily, but even when I'm trying to take a corner normally, sometimes the back end does want to step out a little more, especially when you lift off the good old mid-engine layout and full effect there. And it's really highlight when I do this little chicane section. I'll show you what I mean. I love oversteery cars. This thing is very oversteery, and you can definitely have some good, proper fun with it. But again, it's almost too loose on there, so I turn in, and nice, and then we have to do a little bit of counter steer so the back end doesn't overtake the front. It's just a little too oversteery. It's definitely manageable, and actually is part of the charm. You know, you gotta keep on your toes with this thing so it doesn't get, too crazy. It helps keep the lap time, so it's a good challenge there. But for the average driver, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a pain trying to keep this rear end in check. But on the whole, I love this thing. It's a very simple review in this regard because I can't really fault it too much. I can't praise it too much either because it's not objectively very fast, it's not very cheap, and, well, the lift-off oversteer, just the oversteer in general on the exit of a corner can be a bit of a problem if you're not used to it. But I like it. It's fun, it looks different, it drives normally. It's not fast, but it's normal. And in this era, that is no small feat. But I'm not quite done yet, because this is, a successor to a legendary rally car from the 70s, and obviously rear-wheel drive, its days are done in the World Rally Championship. However, tarmac rallies, like, say, the French Monte Carlo, that could be pretty good. It's certainly these days all tarmac, no snow, nice and controlled, and I have an even better Panther variant. It's got carbon fiber, a new paint job, and all sorts of racing goodies. So the suspension is a little bit lower, it's a little lighter, and it's way more aggressive. It has more traction from the swan neck rear wing, and of course, everything is carbon fiber. The roof, the hood, the wheels, and of course, that swan neck. It looks fantastic. I'm not a big fan of big wings on cars, but this thing looks really nice. It just fits the package. So, let's see how this more track-orientated Panther can do. And we're off. Okay. Good launch. It is still, mid-engine, so it's not perfect over the rear, like, say, a Fist or Comet or something, but it is quick. It is quick accelerating. And we turn in. Nicely done. No oversteer there. You gotta manage that throttle. It's still, still a little twitchy, even with these upgrades, because it has a little more power, a little lower. It sort of offsets that traction advantage just a little bit from the wing. And of course, we're not going as fast as absolutely possible to get the maximum downforce there. But this is not a gentle road, and this thing is handling it with ease. Oh, this is a blast. Turn in, a little bit of oversteer. You can see it getting upset by the bumps, but it's catchable. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's not going to throw you off a cliff. It is nice. It's energetic. That's the word I'm best describing it here. It's a very energetic car. And I like that. I like having a car that's composed to drive if you know how to, but it makes you be aware. It's not just easy mode. It's not like a video game when you're driving it. It does catch you out like that. But if you drive it right, if you get used to it, if you get into the flow, then it is very good fun. And then, once you do get to that flow, you can start pushing it a little more, sliding it around, because you have that confidence. Oh yes, I like this very much. And chuck it in. Oh, that is glorious. So, it has its faults, but I don't care. Especially in this paint job with this body kit and the carbon fiber. Yeah, it's even more expensive with all those parts on, but I just love how it drives. I can't get over how much fun this thing is to drive. It reminds me of the mid-engine Fister sports car, the one that came out, last year? A little bit ago? Only I think this looks better, and it's quirky, it's different. And I always love different vehicles that offer something unique in the standard formula that we currently have, and this has that in spades. Just watch out for the oversteer, for the uninitiated.